You look around you and you see that success is not the norm. You may be on social media a lot and you're going through your explore page or your recommended page or whatever it is on TikTok, and you're scrolling through and you're seeing all these people making all this money in trading, but you look at your own journey and you see that that's not really the case. You also speak to your friends and maybe they're not experiencing that level of success either. And so the reason that you're here, the reason that we're talking about this right now is because I need to highlight something for you that may very well be blocking your success, which is the fact that you need to be delusional. Being realistic is blocking your success. And some of you may be saying to yourself right now, or you might be saying, you who's watching this video might be saying, well, I am delusional. Like I'm delusional about my success. I want to succeed. I say my affirmations. I do this, I do that. And maybe you're watching this video and you're saying delusional. Why would I want to be delusional? I don't need to be delusional. I'll just be realistic, because why would I want to be delusional? So whatever you may be saying, this video is for you. If you look at this title and you know exactly where I'm about to go with this, I would still watch this video anyway, because if you're not where you want to be in your trading, this is probably what's blocking you. So we're going to get into it right now. First, we're going to talk about this meme right here. Okay, so someone sent me this meme in a Discord server back in 2021. And at first I laughed, but then I realized that I was the joke. I believed I was special, that I would be the outlier. But this meme illustrated truth that I was ignoring. That there are plenty of people that want the same thing I want. Okay, so you can see here we got the Buzz Lightyear, and he's saying, I'll be profitable. And then you see over here literally thousands of Buzz Lightyears. So basically illustrating that there are plenty of people that wanted the thing that I wanted. And it discouraged me, but we'll talk about that, because I wasn't wrong for being delusional. Okay? You just want to be realistic about your delusion. And we'll get into what that means too. So, humans are a species, or humans as a species are social creatures. Okay? We have evolved to recognize and mirror the masses around us. This is a survival mechanism, because during our caveman days, being a social outcast quite literally spelled death for you. Fast forward to today, and this is still the case. And with inventions like social media and the news, conforming to the group is on a significantly wider scale. Okay? So, what do I mean when I say this? Well, we have mechanisms within our brain, right? We have things like mirror neurons, for example, if you want to get into like biology. But we have mechanisms within us, and we have the old brain, the lizard brain, the monkey brain, whatever you want to call it, or I guess it's more midbrain activity actually, so more limbic brain. But regardless of the fact, what I'm trying to illustrate right now is the fact that you have incentives to be like the people around you. More importantly, be like the people you see, okay? And we'll talk about this a bit more here, but I just want to preface this with this foundation, because it's important to understand that a lot of the ways that you think about trading, success for you, and whether or not you actually achieve your goals is really contingent upon the, I guess, average thoughts that you are surrounded with on a day-to-day basis. And these are largely unconscious. A lot of these actually came from like when you were younger. And so you may be blocking yourself with these thoughts that you're not even aware of. All right. But the reason that those things are actually happening, and the reason that you tend to conform to people around you, is because you have incentives to do so, because you literally have mechanisms within you that help you to conform. And oftentimes you do this without even thinking. And if you're thinking deeply about what I'm talking about right now, you know that this is the case. However, today, we also have people who seem to be exceptions to this evolutionary rule. Abnormalities that rise above the common standards and achieve heights of success that many others dream of. These are the stars, startup geniuses, millionaires and billionaires, movie stars, popular artists, social media influencers, market wizards, and consistently profitable traders. I mean, after all, the statistic for becoming a profitable trader is unforgiving. You quite literally are a rare breed of human if you find yourself to be consistently profitable. So you are aiming to be abnormal, an outlier, a star. And plenty of other people want what you want, right? Remember the Buzz Lightyear meme, but only a select few actually succeed. So will you be part of that few or the majority? All right, and those are the main talking points. Over here I have my statistics for the past few months. And I don't put this here to brag, I just put this here to basically say that last year, and really the years before that, my statistics did not look like this. I was constantly blowing accounts. I did not have profitable weeks or profitable months. I did win certain days, but my losses usually outweighed my wins because of like things like FOMO, over trading, things of that nature. However, this year, my results look like this. And there was a deliberate shift that I had to do earlier in the year in order to get results like this. So if you want results like this in your funding, if you want to get funded, if you want to get consistently profitable, if you want to get consistent payouts and not just blow an account after getting a payout, then stick around because we're going to talk about this. So you need to be delusional, okay? If the statistic reads, and we'll just say this, like if the statistic says, for instance, that 87% of traders are unprofitable and only about, what's the math, 13% are actually profitable, and then within that 13%, an even smaller percentage is actually making money consistently, the odds are stacked against you, quite literally. And I don't mean this to be a Debbie Downer because I'm the farthest person from that, but I'm saying this because I'm trying to illustrate and highlight the fact that it does take a measure of delusion in order to believe in your success. And you need to believe in your success in order for you to actually succeed. Why? Because if you don't have a vision or a picture of you succeeding in whatever you're trying to do, you will not recognize the signs of success. And so you will not actually know what you need to continue to do and what you need to stop doing in order to succeed consistently. And so the prerequisite to success in anything, not just trading, is the actual belief that you can succeed. And I don't mean belief like some whimsical, oh, I can do it, but I mean a deep-seated belief in reason and vision and in like a internal image that you are somebody that can succeed in trading and that you are somebody that already succeeded in trading. Okay? And this is why you need to be delusional. A lot of you are in these trading groups. Okay? And a lot of you are in these trading groups where most people aren't actually successful in trading, right? They don't show their equity curves, or, you know, let's even extrapolate this even more out to like people that you may be watching on YouTube, right? And you can take me for example too, because I haven't shown you an equity curve, but what I'm talking about, I'm not telling you like specific things that you need to do in order to be profitable. I'm telling you how you need to start thinking and the questions you need to start asking in order for you to succeed. So, but I'm talking about the people that are literally telling you do this and you will make money. It's like, no. Have they shown you that they actually know what they're talking about? No. And to a lot of you, you think that's not a big deal, but that is a huge deal because you are literally mimicking how they think. And if they don't think in a profitable manner when it comes to trading, you will therefore not think in a profitable manner when it comes to trading. You see, success in anything that you don't have any prior history of succeeding in, for literally the vast majority of us that are coming into trading with no conceptual understanding as to what success in trading even looks like, where you're in a dark room. You're in a dark room and you don't know the path. You've never even been in this room before. And so you're just kind of feeling around and trying to understand. You don't know left from right. You don't know success from failure. You don't even know the correct way you need to be thinking consistently in order for you to be a consistently profitable trader. Because here's the thing. These people, these stars, these people that we worship in our society, and we say, oh, they are the exception, they are the abnormality. The only reason that they are abnormal is because their thinking is abnormal. It's because they've learned to think in a way that's conducive to success. And because most people don't know how to think successfully, most people will not succeed. It isn't necessarily a matter of hard work, especially in something like trading. You could learn, a lot of you understand that you could learn technical analysis in a matter of 3 months. But for some reason, it's taking longer than that for you to actually see results in your trading, for you to actually succeed when there's actual money on the line, or for you to pass your evals, or for you to, get payouts, or whatever that may be. And the reason is because you don't know how to think. And I don't mean you don't know how to think in general, but I mean you don't know how to think in a way that's conducive to successful trading. Okay? So, how can you then start to do this? Well, it's as simple as using the mechanism that you have, right? These mirror neurons, or even the psychological imperative to copy people around you, and using that to your favor. You need to start surrounding yourself with people that are successful in the thing you want to do. And, for a lot of you, that's going to be trading. So you need to start conditioning yourself and surrounding yourself with people that are successful in trading. And this isn't as difficult as you would think, because it's just a matter of results. They need to be able to show you results. You need to know if they're doing the thing that they're saying they are doing. It's not enough to just believe. You don't know what success even sounds like in trading. You think you do, or you see the houses, or you see that they have a Lamborghini, or you fall for their lifestyle marketing, and then you therefore say that, oh, they must know how to trade. And then you see that, oh, all these people are also listening to them. But you need to understand that that's probably the very reason why you're not succeeding in the first place. Because remember, most people fail. So if most people are listening to one person, you need to be quicker to be skeptical of that than to trust that. I'll just say it like that. Start venturing in the places that most people do not look. And it isn't as simple as saying, oh, I'm going to now focus on trading psychology. No, what specific kind of trading psychology do you need to understand? I'll tell you this right now. You literally need to shift how you view yourself and how you view yourself in relation to trading. You need to start looking within yourself and understanding, why do you want to be successful in trading? These are the questions that people don't want to ask, but I'm telling you. And go on the other videos in my channel if you need guidance on how to actually do that, or click the link down below and we can schedule a call one-on-one to see if you qualify for one-on-one coaching. But the point is, you need to learn how to think correctly. It isn't about more hard work. It isn't about more capital. It isn't about studying, oh, I need to understand what order blocks is or this market structure. It is to a certain point, but after that, you need to also audit whether or not you're actually blocking yourself from your success or not. Because for the vast majority of people, they are. The truth is 90% of people don't succeed in trading because 90% of people are thinking in ways that are diametrically opposed to how they're supposed to think in order to succeed. And I'm telling you this because I literally had to go through this shift this year, and my results are proving what I'm saying. This is April, this is March, this is February. I don't have January because I was just trading evals during that time. And so all those accounts aren't no longer in my trade syncer. But the point still stands. If you don't believe me, then just think. Just think about this. Think about what I'm saying. You need to learn how to think correctly. Some of you are so focused on getting a certificate that says, congratulations, you are a funded trader, that you disregard how you actually need to be after you get the certificate. And then you put the certificate on a pedestal, therefore raising the value of a certificate higher than yourself, because anytime you put anything on a pedestal, you have to raise it psychologically. So you therefore say, this thing is bigger than my current self-image, so if I get this thing, then I'm going to be blank. Better than I am now. And so you've put this thing above you. And so you can't get it. Because in order for you to then become a funded trader, you need to raise your actual self-value to be equal to or even greater than a certificate. But no one talks about this, guys. No one talks to you about this. And so it's impossible for you to think about this. But you need to be diligent. And you need to start thinking about your success. Start thinking about why you think you should succeed. Hard work, There are literal millions of people that work hard. Being on the charts all the time, there are hundreds of people that are on the charts all the time. And I guarantee you there is someone out there that knows more than you know. Just like there's someone out there that knows less than you know. Is it the concept that you know? You're not the only one that knows the concepts you know. And if you made them up yourself, you need to understand that it's still the same market anyway. It's still the same candlesticks. And so everyone's looking at that. Is it the amount of capital you have? There's always somebody with more. And there's always someone with less. Is it because of your upbringing? Is that what makes you special? Well, good luck with that. But I'm telling you right now, most of the time, you're thinking in the incorrect way. So nothing will really make you an outlier or abnormal or different when it comes to trading except your thinking. And that is the very thing that'll unlock the door to your success. It's your thinking. You need to think correctly. You need to think in the right way. And it's a very specific way of thinking. I'll say this too before, we end this video off and I let you go and think about the stuff that we're talking about right now. But it isn't vague, guys. You need to understand that the way that you think quite literally shapes your reality, your actions, what you do on a day-to-day basis, your habits, your addictions, everything. The friends that you have, the way that you relate to your family, all these things are shaped by your thoughts. And so is your failure. You think in a way that's conducive to failure. We are in a market of uncertainty. How is it that you are consistently unprofitable? Think about that. Think about how improbable that is. If we were just talking about straight math, in a market that's uncertain and quote unquote random, you are consistently unprofitable. You should at least be break even, right? Without even trying. But you're consistently unprofitable, which means you're doing something consistently over time that's leading to those results. Otherwise, it would just be 50-50. It would just be a coin flip. You should be break even. But no, you're unprofitable. Which means you need to start thinking in a profitable way. The only reason you're unprofitable is because you're thinking in an unprofitable way. It's a specific pattern of thoughts that you have that is leading to your results. And so, guys, the beautiful thing about that, right, to end this on a positive note, is that it's really just a matter of changing your thoughts and changing how you see yourself. And that takes a level of delusion. You need to be delusional about your success. I probably blew like 20, 30 evals last year. I came into this year with the identity of someone that didn't blow any evals. And therefore, I haven't blown any evals. I haven't blown any evals. I haven't blown any accounts. Why? I got delusional about my success. Stop referring to the past, or stop giving the past or your quote unquote past a vote onto whether or not you can be successful in a given thing. And choose to believe in your success, because belief is the prerequisite to anything occurring in your reality, not the past. The past isn't even real. It's just your memories. Believe in your success. Be delusional. Think differently. Think in a way that's conducive to success. Get really, really diligent about this, because I promise you, if you do, and the change is drastic, guys, I'm telling you, it's not a gradual change. It's drastic. You will feel a difference within the first month that you get diligent about changing your thoughts. And I have videos on my channel that talks about this. I'll be putting more videos on my channel that talks about this as well. But really, the point of this video is that you need to be delusional. You need to break out of this common think, this thought, bro. Like, all these people think the same, and all of them get the same results. They blow accounts, all of them. Failure is not special. It's not niche. Really, success is not special or niche either. It's just about what camp do you put yourself in with your thoughts. You need to start thinking differently. And it's not a matter of saying, oh, I'll be an unprofitable trader now, and now you're different than all these people. No, it's a wider thought net or thought pattern that you consistently bring to the markets that's leading to your consistent demise. And so that's the video. Once again, I have a link down below if you want to schedule a call. We can see if you qualify for one-on-one coaching, where I talk about the correct way to think, and I coach you through the process, and I give you tools in order to literally guarantee a change or a shift in the way that you see life in the charts. But you don't even need that, guys. I'm telling you. Just go through the channel, go through other channels. You know, Mark Douglas is a good one. Obviously, a lot of people know that. Randall Howell is another one. But in any sense, start putting more energy into changing how you think and becoming delusional about your success, and you will succeed. So that's the video. Peace.